And you're live.
I'm live. Okay, I can't find the books. Quite the morning. First I blowed myself up. So, major explosion out of the barrel. So I got a little sunburn. You can see that. Then I was just routering. I had glasses on and I got something in my eye. So I may be a little teary-eyed and I may start swelling and blistering, but that's alright. We're live at 11:05. This is BC and this is Spirit Cars. Josh, the voice of Spirit Cars, behind the camera there. And this one's fixing to go home. This is a 32 chassis. I thought we'd go over it. It's way cool. So, give you guys an idea what it looks like. It's going to be a high horsepower motor. So, on our 32 frame anyway, always box it. If you don't buy, you're just ahead of the game if you're going to build a hot rod to build your chassis. If you try to box an existing 32, it is possible and that you can do it. It's just a lot of work, and I'm not sure that it's not more money by the time you're all said and done to recreate the old frame than it is to just take and make a new frame. So we've got stamp rails. The 32 you can see on the sides, it's got this real cool stamping in it. And so we got stamp rails, and then we box it. What that means is on the stock car, this is just a channel and there's no piece on the inside here. So we box it and put this piece in, weld it, sand it all. This particular one on the 32, basically they come back and you got the gas tank in the back, but we bobbed this one so there won't be a gas tank back there. Really nice, very cool winner's rear end. Old school quick change. We put some wood brakes on it. We got them all fitting. This is a triangulated 4-link setup. And what triangulated 4-link means, if you have a 4-link setup and they're all parallel coming down the side, you would have to have a panhard rod because your whole rear end could go back and forth. But since this is triangulated, it just won't let the rear end go back and forth. Make sure you get everything straight and you don't want it to bind. So there's different formulas, but honestly I'm not going to go into that right now. We're just going to hustle through and and do it. We run the brake lines on this. It's kind of nice. If you put the coil in it, it gives you a little room to maneuver in there. Right here we have a proportioning valve, and I always say put it on the front for our T-buckets. Well, in the bigger cars, we put it on the back. What you're going to need to do is, what the proportioning valve is for is so all your brakes stop in proportion. You don't want your front ones locking up and your back ones pushing, or your back ones locking up and your front ones. So we have residual valves put in here. There's a theory that if your master cylinder is lower than your brakes, that it could bleed back. My theory is if it's hydraulics, there's no air in it anyway, and it's not going to bleed nowhere, but anyway. On our cross member on the 32s and the 34s, we use a tubular cross member. So it's all tubed, and it'll have a bolt-in trans cross member. We've got a really cool front end here. This is a Super Bell. They have them different ways. This is just a chrome I-beam axle. Looks like a 6-inch drop axle. This is 6-inch, isn't it?
4.
Is that 4-inch?
Yeah.
That is a 4-inch. So the axle comes several different ways. You can get it drilled, or you can get it just get it plain. You can get it chrome. This is cross steer. A lot of times when you hear someone talk about cross steer, slingshot steer, this is cross steer because our Vega box is mounted over here and it's steering across the front of the car onto the steering arm on the right-hand side of the car. Then you've got a drag link coming across, and then your drag link steers the left side of the car. When we say slingshot steering, what happens is you've got a Vega box mounted up here. There's a piece that looks like a slingshot, actually, that your Vega box steers that, and then all you have is a drag link on the bottom 2 steering arms. And that's your left wheel steers the right wheel. Coilover shocks in the back and regular shocks in the front. This particular car has power steering, or I'm sorry, power brakes. So we've got that all set, and this is pretty much, if you order a chassis from us, it doesn't come with, it comes with a 9-inch rear end, and you don't get a chrome package, but we can add the chrome package, of course. This would be a pretty nice front end here, pretty nice rear end. This is a highly upgraded version of our 32 chassis here. So I haven't even done any real tech, have I?
No.
What would be a question that somebody would have? We've got adjustable coilovers, and we've also got the brackets. You can adjust the ride height in 3 different places. You got your crossbar here for bolting to your upper side of your coilover shocks. Overall, I'm guessing that's all you get today. I'm not really on. I'm ready to go get some burn cream on is what I'm ready to do. So here we are today. We've got this this chassis. We got to do a product preview of it. Do we have a product preview of a 32
No.
chassis?
So
We'll do that and do an edited version. So we made it today, 2 days in a row. We should be back tomorrow, but I am going out of town Wednesday night, and I won't be here Thursday and Friday. So we'll be here tomorrow. Today's Monday.
Monday.
So we'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here Wednesday. We do have the date. September 9th is the car craze in Flippin. So September 8th, which would be a Friday, we're going to have an open house here at Spirit. And so it's a fun show at the park on the 8th, or on the 9th, I mean, in Flippin. There's no entry fee, no trophies, but there is prizes galore, giveaways. It's just a great time, a lot of fun people. We do a valve cover race. Spirit sponsors it. There's $100 to the winner there, and there's also a soapbox derby. The kids don't need to have their own car. They just sign up and they race the cars that are already provided. That's a big time. So that's coming up in September 9th. And then Good Guys is going to stop by here, aren't they, this month sometime?
May 17th.
May 17th. Good Guys are coming from somewhere in Arizona.
Yes.
And the show is coming up in Nashville. So we're a stop on a group coming from there to going to here. So that'll be 17th. So we'll have kind of an open house, and I think we're going to do a lunch too on the 17th for that. So if you happen to be in town on the 17th, you're welcome to come by for some hot dogs or whatever we do at lunchtime on that Wednesday would be. Don't have my books. Don't even know where the books are. You got some words of wisdom?
We probably won't be on tomorrow.
Probably won't be on tomorrow?
Got the doctor coming from Hawaii. Be here at 10.
Okay, we got a doctor coming from Hawaii to buy a car. Maybe if he wants to be on, we'll just go over he's wanting a pretty nice car.
Yes.
So maybe you can watch us go over a car with him, and that might give you some ideas of what it takes to actually think about a car and then get it ordered. So we probably will see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you Wednesday.